Hello, I'm just trying to peel a piece of... Ah, you fucking cunt! Exactly what I was paranoid about happened. The fucking thing slips. And I slashed myself. I didn't slash myself, but it was fucking close. My preferred thing is not here. There are the views. Probably going to be a quiet start. Where are we? Okay. Spearing a cherry. Oh, I thought I got one. Did get one that time. Okay. Und there we go. Oh, losey. So I need to probably amuse myself for a while. Grunker forever. Stickman fighter. How's that work? No. How does this work? Aimlessly filling in time. While I wait to see if folks are joining. Hello, Musical Airbeater. It is the very weird limbo time of year.
Two, one, fight.
Oh, I don't know how this works. I literally don't know what the controls do.
Go for it.
Am I supposed to use the mouse and those things? That seems funny. Why?
Brutality. You win.
Yes, I did.
Go for it. Go for it. Brutality. Drive away in a brand new
Really,
VW today and save on a range of 2023 plate clearance models. 2, 1, fight. Go for it. You win.
Yes, that's the world we are in at the moment. What day of the week? How many days a week? what matters? I think I've got over the feeling I'm meant to be at work. It's taken till Thursday for that to wear off. But every now and then there'll be this apprehension. Am I supposed to be doing something? It's like, no, I don't have to do anything. I'm on holidays. Going back to work 3 weeks will probably suck. My phone dinged. What's that about? Oh, it always gets me. What? Who dinged me? And it's bizarre. It always gets it. Ooh. Late tomorrow, they think, for the U Foods. But that did actually remind me. Am I into U Foods here? Okay, I don't think I'm logged in. Why do they make it so fucking hard to log in? Why is that not just a fucking front and fucking center? Absolutely shithouse web design. Fuck's sake, you fucking idiots. There it is. What the fuck? Actually, you know what? I just thought of something. Just swear and curse at them for a little while longer, but okay. Yes, okay. I'm logged into it on Chrome. Okay, that just makes my life easier. Yes, I want to edit my meals because you always choose shit things. Fuck off. All right, so why would I want two of those? No. That one. No, I don't want that one. You choose that shit for me. No, I don't want that one. No, I don't want that one. See if I can find things I actually want. Probably that one. What else? That one. Buffalo chicken. That's new. That one. Okay, got to select one more. I'm going to try that one, even though it might be a bit spicy. I'll just be daring. So what's this in wallet? What does that mean? No discounts. Well, why the fuck was it highlighted, you fuckwits? So I'm just going to shit all over this website for a while because it annoys the crap out of me. You need to clear your desk. Oh, yeah, you got... I was going to say Prompet Tractus. Oh, look, you're doing okay. We were doing some organizing stuff. Going through some boxes, some stuff we haven't taken out of boxes since we moved here. Sorting some books. The ones we really don't want anymore. I think... Yes, I do want the light to be a little bit brighter. There we go. Yeah, because my daughter's been recommended all these sci-fi books by her friends, and I have a bunch of them. So I thought I'd try Basketball Fever. Okay, I'm literally going to do like the Minecraft shooter game. See how... Oh, man, what's that? Okay. Fucking StreamYard, honestly. Okay. Shit, Jack. Not behind me. Fuck you. Oh, he actually got me. I'm not doing very well. Damn. Motherfucker. That motherfucker. That motherfucker clipped me. Oh shit. Spawned right next to me. Oh, that was bullshit. I like this one better. Okay, that was a very bad start on my part. Okay, I am quite bad at this. Now I'm like just exceptionally bad at this. Can you do anything with these cars? Jesus, titty fucking Christ. Instead I preferred this, I'm doing so badly. Yeah, you guys have got much more high-powered weapons than me. Okay, I just suck extremely badly at this. What happened then? What happened then? Okay. I need to fucking kill that. That's terrible. Hellion, hello, Kirsten. How you doing? You appreciated me crediting you with the constant growth of my booze supply. It's true. You're an influencer. You influenced me quite a lot. Radically, I would say, actually. I'm fidgeting with my orange because I'm a bit of a fidgeter. Hey, Heine, how's it going? So, okay, those stupid little mini games are stupid. Saying rain on New Year's Eve, maybe? Okay, fine. Ooh, okay. What else is going on? Ooh, single cask whiskey, $130 off. 52%. Well, you know what? If I wanted some Scotch whiskey, I might even get that, but I don't. Okay. I just thought that might have been a booze offer I was interested in. You had an adventure. I like adventures. Oh no! So you're like middle of nowhere. You can hear the banjos playing. That's how horror movies start. Slasher films. Well, I'm glad you, triumphed over adversity, as it seems. But I understand that not being a happy memory. It's like, damn. I can get more peel off this. I used to fucking love this peeler. Now I fucking hate it. And my preferred peeler has fucking vanished, and I am super pissed off. Maybe you need to remember to go to the supermarket and get another peeler. Ah, yeah, doof music. That actually makes more sense. I was going for the wrong stereotype. Listen, what is actually happening weather-wise here? It's just mild according to what I saw. What are you doing? No rain, maybe a millimeter. No rain, no rain. Yeah, no rain here. New Year's Eve actually seems quite nice. 21 maximum, no rain. Monday into 25 maximum, no rain. Ooh, nasty. Fatal shark attack in South Australia. Dang. Hey, Greg, how are you doing? Still chilling out on a Thursday night. It is Thursday, isn't it? I'm so just lost. I was saying with Musical Aviator earlier. What day of the week is it? I don't know. Does it matter? Kind of, maybe. Not really. Who knows? Try something with this light again. Just experimenting with the lighting here. Think I'll make it old fashioned. Oh, good man. It's a constant thing. Dish is generally a constant, but yeah, when you got a little one, cleaning the bottles, just a thing you got to keep on doing. It just keeps happening. You clean up and stuff gets dirty. You do the dishes, people eat. Clean the baby's bottles, baby wants more bottles. It just keeps going. You know what day of the week it is because of birth control. Well, not the date, but day of the week. That's winning if you know the day of the week. That's a positive. Make myself some sort of old-fashioned. Just need to decide. Look, I was looking for books and stuff. Look what I found. My probably illegal because it looks too realistic toy gun. It used to make an electronic pow pow noise. Now it just clicks. It used to make an electronic pew pew noise. Oh wait, it's got batteries. How little attention I've paid to this. What sort of batteries does it take? God, it's probably damaged from battery acid. I can't open it anyway. I mean, it's sealed shut because of battery acid. It does not want to come open. I'm going to do it anymore. Maybe make myself an exotic old-fashioned. Because I'm an exotic kind of guy. Okay, let's push this out of the way. I'll go over behind the bar. Okay. What can we have? We have Paralyzed by Choice, as per usual. You know what? I think this is going to have a hit of overproof rum in it, but just a hint. What flavour? I'm thinking... Whiskey, but which whiskey? Und... Oh wait, I got some grappa down here. Ah! Those the grappa. Drambuie. Fancy that. Brandy. Honey. That's the grappa. Okay. I'm going to do some grappa. What's the percentage on this? 42%. Nothing outlandish. And now a whiskey. Which whiskey will we do? What's that? Eldorado. Wait, Eldorado 15. You're wrong. There's a space on the rum shelf. You get to come out of the cupboard. And this is in my hand, so that's the whiskey I'm going to use. Okay, so Eldorado, you get to go on the rum shelf. Where's my jigger at? Let's do the sugar syrup first because it's really thick. Now things can wash it out of the jigger. Right. It's not that thick. I think it was thicker when I made it other times. Okay. Whiskey. And grappa. Oh, that's a bit more than I meant. And just a tiny bit of overproof rum. Just kick it all up a notch. What bitters? Tiki bitters. And, you know what? I'll do a bit of chocolate bitters too. Mole bitters. Okay. Das ist my exotique. Or actually, we can go back in here. And close the door. And just sit on the chair. Okay. Hello, Megaleech. How you all doing? I'm losing control of my chair, but that's okay. Okay. My exotique, old-fashioned. Always fun to experiment. I'm gonna move over some of my on-air slides to it. All right. Now that's interesting. Hey, Justin, how's it going? Man, that's got it going on. I did put more grappa in it than I intended to. Man, that's got some interesting flavors. Well, there you go. I successfully created an unusual old-fashioned, which is the thing I like to do. Except Justin's still in Queensland, still facing storms and flood. Man, over like 10 people got killed in the storms and flooding in New South Wales and Queensland. It's like, damn. That's some harsh shit right there. But, God, what's... I think it's the grappa. It's put a weird flavor in there. It's like burnt caramel. Like, not in a bad way. And very woody, actually. Like a barrel. That is a fun, surprising old-fashioned that I have made. The other fun thing I do is to get kind of smashed. I want to get smashed. Maybe get my freezer martini out. Or I got this new vermouth. Special for dirty martinis. I could give that a go. Oh, there's a coincidence for you. You spoke to your dad. He was on flood watch in California. So much of Queensland had storm and flood watches. Well, yes, we can't blame each individual weather event on climate change, but there's pretty close to incontrovertible scientific evidence that because of human-caused climate change, extreme weather events are going to be more common and more extreme. So, yeah. I just wonder when it's legitimate to drag the politicians and the heads of the fossil fuel companies and the media people who fueled disinformation for so long, when do we suffer enough that it's legitimate to drag them in the town square and face the people's justice? Even if all we do is put them in the stocks and throw rotten fruit at them. I mean, I'm sure there'd be someone, who's gone to Bunnings and got the pieces, so they're wanting to build a gallows or a guillotine. I'm not going to encourage them, but not sure I'll step in their way either. It's just, when people are responsible for so much death and devastation, maybe there's a price they have to pay down the line. Who knows? All the billionaires want to hide in their secret bunkers and they think they'll be safe. Right up to the point money doesn't mean anything anymore. So, yeah. And the weird thing is, I think they know it, but they're still kind of desperate to find a way to maintain their privilege while the world burns around us. They're swell people. They're swell people. Hottest December day to hit Brisbane in 4 years. Lucky Queensland. Just keep getting extreme weather. Pair arrested over theft of accused mushroom killer's car. Awesome. Good Lord. Boss's extraordinary response. Oh, they keep quoting it. Now they've gotten obsessed with... The media's found this guy who people send anonymous notes about shitty bosses to them. And they're reporting on him every other day now. Boss sparked fury, demanded an employee provide details about his health, called in sick. Out sick for 2 days. Are you sick today and tomorrow? Or was the hours on your timesheet on error? Be reminded you cannot use sick time in lieu of vacation days. They're not interchangeables. Employee says, yes, I am taking the days off work. What's the sick time being taken for? Oh, do you realize not telling me makes me more suspicious that you're lying? Yeah, I mean, you get a medical certificate for sick days, but doctors will often just put medical condition, and you're not required to. If a doctor says you should be off work, again, some illness is quite personal. Hey, Mofo Sign, by the way. Oh yeah, no, just so much sucky about the world now. Trying not to dwell on it, but it's pretty fucking awful. And it's so difficult to see where it's all going. Oh, Penny Wong leads list of popular politicians. Scott Morrison ranks lowest. Womp womp. Interesting. Someone's a digital nomad. Working remotely while traveling, but will they do it forever? Livia works 20 hours a week. When she's not working, she's backpacking through Europe. 23-year-old from Brisbane. I mean, good for her, quite honestly. So she worked for a couple of years, then took a holiday, then she went back in the workforce. So she's a part-time social media content creator for a London-based agency. There you go. Not all workers satisfied with working from home. Some people work from holidays. Yeah, a lot of workplaces aren't okay with that. Before you pack your bags, Dr. Sanders says you really need to consider whether being a digital nomad is right for you. Away from family, friends, and support network is more challenging no matter how idyllic your location. Saying Australia is the 25th best country for remote work according to the Global Remote Work Index. It's on 4 criteria: cyber safety, economic safety, digital and physical infrastructure, social safety. Denmark is number 1, Netherlands second, Germany third. There you go. Interesting trivia. Yeah, not really my thing. I'm an old man. Hey, Strictly Sega, how you going? Yep, I'm not sure which of the elements came together to create that flavor, but it's a definite sort of burnt toffee molasses sort of flavor. Again, not unpleasant. It doesn't really, it's not really like creme brulee, but it's not 100 miles removed from that. Not what I was expecting. But, you know, a little bit different. I like it when something's a little bit different. Now, it's fucking humid in here. So I think after a couple of days around, it's been humid. What is the actual temperature now? Feels like 16. I feel like it maybe feels like more than that in here. But I'll probably survive. Ah, you like the on-air light? I like it. You had late Christmas lunch. I'm going good. Young Miss Angry made us dinner tonight. Sort of late Christmas roast. It was like lamb and sides, and it was fucking yum. Just we had it earlier than we were expecting. Like I didn't think I'd stream tonight, or if I did, I'd be late. But she ended up saying like everything's going to be ready early. So it was like okay. So we had quite an early dinner, and it was friggin' yum. I didn't even overdo it really. Even though I had dessert, so that's good. Well, Heine, they want it to be a fucking genocide. Is the point? Like the Zionists in, I was going to say just the government and the military, but also it seems like a disturbing number of civilians are saying real genocide-y things, like literally wanting to wipe Gaza out. And sorry for you coming on a downer, Skylar girl, but hey, I hope you're having a good day too. I'm having a fine day. And Hannah, hello, how you doing? But yes, it's. Oof, I try not to talk too much about super depressing things, but um, that's certainly super depressing. So yeah, I have to see what happens down the line with that. Okay. What else is happening? Feeling sluggish after too much of a good thing? Reach for the nuts. So you're saying I should masturbate if I feel like I've overdone it. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. But there's still stuff going on with crypto. Hmm. Oh, right. Bitcoin SV, cryptocurrency fork. So a scam on top of a scam. Okay. Oh dear. Is the Bitcoin bubble going to burst completely? So as far as you know, Heine, the IDF has killed more than 20,000 civilians. And holy shit, you've been swallowing some fucking propaganda if you think that's what they're doing. They have repeatedly, explicitly, and openly stated their desire is to absolutely wipe Gaza from the map. Everyone said 2017 was a bad year. I think that was back like when Bowie and Prince died, wasn't it? Yeah, I mean, we are coming up on the 4th anniversary of COVID being the thing. Holy shit, how that changed the world. My first one, you've gotten too obscure for me. I don't recognize either of those words. Nagorno-Karabakh. It was 2015 when Bowie and Prince died. There you go. Well, that's not so much a wipeout as just a territorial thing. It's gross and terrible and aggressive. They do seem to want to get rid of the concept of Ukraine as an independent state. Oh, god damn it. First Choice didn't deliver Starwood on time. Well, that fucking sucks if you're waiting for that. Damn it. What are those words? My first I need to look that up. Nagorno. I've literally never heard that. Okay. South Caucasus. Okay. Well, you're already getting trouble. It's near Azerbaijan. Okay. Conflict. Azerbaijan's lightning offensive and occupation of Nagorno-Karabakh, September 19. Separatist authorities announced ethnic Armenian enclave would dissolve. Faced with the prospect of rule by Azerbaijan, more than 100,000 people, 80% of the population, fled to Armenia. Oof, that's pretty fucking severe. I feel bad for not knowing that at all. I did see a quote, and I'm always wary of these. Actually, now I'm going to look it up. See if I can validate it before I even mention it. Quote attributed to James Baldwin. Let me see. It was basically James Baldwin saying black people are not really surprised that that there was an attempted genocide. It's only white people who were surprised by it. See if I can find a quote in here. No, I cannot. Okay. It's probably an apocryphal quote. People just always put quotes next to a picture of someone. Let's see. Yeah, I think maybe it wasn't a real quote. Okay. Oh yeah, watch the sunset. Please, Kirsten, enjoy it. Take care. Skylar. No, definitely change the tone. Oh, okay. Excellent question. Okay, so I joined YouTube very early on. Like the site was less than a year old when I joined it, and I wanted to do stuff, and I wanted to do fairly outrageous stuff. Now, I was working. I still am working in IT. I was a contractor then. I have a permanent job now, and the job market here in Melbourne was basically small, gossipy, and conservative. And I thought, if I'm here doing outrageous stuff on this video sharing site, if someone saw that and recognized me in a job interview, because I was going for jobs 2 or more times a year because I was a contractor. And so I thought if I was going for jobs and someone recognized me as this crazy guy who swears and shouts a lot, it could limit my ability to get a job. And So I had an idea, and it was also because I did a theatre course when I was at uni, and we did mask work. We studied the traditional Italian commedia dell'arte style from the Middle Ages. But I also saw productions people put on where they used all sorts of different styles of masks, and they were just using cheap plastic masks from like party shops, and they cut the jaw out so you could see the real mouth moving, and they looked incredibly alive. And so I thought I'm going to use those concepts to create this character, Angry Aussie who shouts and swears a lot, but I'll be at least mildly protecting my identity with this mask. And it became a character, and I ended up with a whole bunch of different masks. They were all different characters because I really enjoyed doing mask work. It's like super weird. If you give me a mask, I'll play with it a while, and then I'll see a character in it, and I will like be a specific character in that mask. Like I'll be different with every mask because they'll just speak a different character to me. So that's why I originally did YouTube with a mask, because I was trying to stay at least pseudo anonymous, and I gave that up after a while because I did realize the mask was actually a barrier. It actually freaked out some audiences. People couldn't bond with me because they couldn't see me as a person. So I started doing the videos without a mask. But then for ages, I kept doing character stuff with a mask on. And I just used the masks less and less. And then COVID hit and everything was freaky and weird. And I didn't want to do the shouty, sweary stuff because the world seemed tense and fraught enough. And I just started just doing live streams to hang out and chill and give people a sanity check. So that's my mini essay on the masks, Skylar de Girl. And I'm quite pleased that you asked. Everyone's going like the hot cross buns appeared literally on Boxing Day. I honestly think the supermarkets do that because they know people will go on about it on social media, and it's like any publicity is good publicity. I think they know they're basically trolling. And yes, my kids never appeared without a mask. They did a little bit like in the very early days when they were like pre-teens. And young Miss Angry in particular, when she was about 10, liked doing it. Like 10 to 12. She's 26 now. Oh my God. And young Mr. Angry is 23. And he appeared a few times when he was under 10. But they thought it was fun for a while. Then they didn't want to do it anymore, so they didn't. But I was definitely never having my kids on, which again is funny because people orders of magnitude more famous than me have their kids on. So what was I doing? What was I thinking? I don't know. I still think I was making a good decision. Word of warning: buy Easter eggs early, not because of supply, because they melt like hell. Throw out dozens of boxes each year because the bunnies look like roadkill. Zuffer, you feel old because your sister's 23? My youngest son is my only son that I know of is 23. That's such a dumb line, but I couldn't resist. So if you had a hectic Christmas, oh, well, you survived. We had a very chill Christmas and I really liked it. Oh my God, our Indian banquet was so friggin' good. It's not the first time we've done it, but it was so good. We're like, this is it. This is our Christmas every year, isn't it? Getting this Indian food ahead of time. Hell yeah. Nothing funnier than the sound of a giant chocolate bunny folding in half with a fob. Oh, good Lord. You know what I bought a bunch of, and then I hardly saw them. Candy canes, big non-mint flavored candy canes. And And the reason I wanted some is not because I wanted candy canes. I'm saving them for Halloween. Because whenever we had neighborhood kids coming around, they had little chocolates and some candy canes left over from Christmas. They take the candy canes first because I think no one else has candy canes, so they want them. So I got 3 bags of them. So your dad says you're the favorite youngest daughter that he knows of all the time. Yeah, that's what I got the candy canes straight away. As soon as I saw them, I got 3 bags of them. Then I never really saw them again. So yeah, the kids really like them at Halloween. So I got 3 bags of them this time. So I'll save them for Halloween. It's a whole thing. Skylar, there you go. You got an insight. You and a friend looking at old YouTube stuff. Oh, yeah. No, I consider myself fairly radical left. Yeah, and back in the day when I was actually trying to make a big thing on YouTube, and I got a decent amount of views. There was like a little hobby industry of right-wing edgelords attacking me. It was really fucking weird. Some of them were quite obsessive. And I think they were kind of upset because I never responded. I was like, yeah, whatever, dude. You're a fucking moron. I don't care. It's like they really thought, no, it's like debate. You have to respond. I go, I don't. I genuinely don't have to respond to you, you piece of garbage. So, candy canes, the festive equivalent of toilet paper in lockdown. That is a wonderful analogy, one that we all understand. Oh, you know what? I could have some soda water, and maybe I will, actually. Maybe I'll have some soda water. But I think I am going to go and get my freezer martini and have myself a merry little freezer martini. I like this one. You love keyboard warriors getting pissed about people not caring. YouTuber went viral for trolling her online bullies. Neat. She didn't give a shit and toyed with them until they got upset and turned on each other. Well, there was one in particular who would just obsessively do so. Like every couple of months he'd do it, and I'd always ignore him. And I thought, okay, he stopped. And I thought he'd fucking move because he ended up, again, be a right-wing fucking edgelord and you get lots of views on YouTube. Just be an obnoxious, bigoted fuckwit and you get a lot of attention on YouTube. So, he ended up with a much bigger channel than me. I thought, oh, he's finally given up, thank fuck. And then he did it again. And so I just made a video with Aidsy about, he wants me, doesn't he? Is he a stalker? It's sexual. It's sexual, isn't it? It's sexual. Yeah, no, his obsession is definitely sexual. Okay. Well, to quote Homer Simpson, I won't say I'm not flattered, maybe even a little intrigued, but I don't go in for these backdoor shenanigans. It was just so fucking weird. Hey, Skylar, so pop in. Oh, thank you. And there is a lot of that old stuff. I hope you enjoy it. Any of it you watch, I hope you enjoy. And please take care. Hannah, is it hated her for oh yeah, race is being a woman is a huge thing. So if she was an Asian woman with an opinion, and one of the haters was part Asian, oh god, yeah, that little self-loathing pick me shit. Mofo, if you want to go to Little Cardboard Cafe, you'd notice 3D printed index card holder. Oh, neat. Kept flooding with messages of cope. She replied with yeah, it really was one of the things that frustrated them. Like, particularly, I was like, block. No, fuck you, block. And they heard those like, my free speech is going, suck my balls. What the fuck? This weird thing when they're abusive to you and they think you owe them a response, and it's like, you're an asshole. No. It's like, you're an asshole. You're probably always going to be an asshole. So the fuck do I need to pay any attention to you at all? It's just ridiculous. But these weird people, they just keep on and on about it. And I guess it's like their obvious insecurity always amused me. It's like, whether they were railing against women or the queers or it was racial or whatever, it's just like, God, you're just so fucking easily threatened by everything. What the hell makes you so insecure that anything that deviates slightly from your tiny little narrow worldview upsets the hell out of? Yes, as well picked, Dr. Abigail. That did in fact happen. What do I wish I could talk to AIDS about stuff that's happened since he passed? Oh, we just talked about the same things all the time. Anyway, I think I would have a lot of trouble stopping him from getting me into trouble by saying something a little extreme about Gaza. I think he would have realized. I finally watched Alexi Sale's alternative Christmas message. Is great. Such an old commie. He's awesome. And it was in response to oh God, I was going to call him Stephen Fry. Alternative Christmas message, basically towing the pro-Zionist line. And oof. It just fucking cringe and awful. And Alexi Sale just tore into him. I was expecting responses like the YouTube episode. The alt-right playbook. I've seen various people do things like that. Nothing pisses off a bully like apathy. Hey, the world. Yeah, cool. Yeah, right. Yeah. It is not a date night, so it's probably a live stream, but we're on holidays. Anything could happen. I love that as a description. Oh dear. Defense against the dark arts. But that also means the person teaching you is dangerous. Ugh. But yes, these fucking I'm so edgy, sad, underdeveloped, emotionally constricted little boys. Is that a John Lennon song? It's Christmas, people are dying, go fuck yourselves. So I assume you're paraphrasing, and so this is Christmas. More like bringing AIDSy back to life with the dark arts, honestly. Some of his chaos magic pals have probably tried it. Good teachers are loose cannons that might peg a projectile at your head. Suffer from Knights of the Republic 2. Apathy's death, worse than death. Because at least rotting corpse feeds the beasts and insects. Oh dear. Oh, okay. Is that actually a lyric? I'm not. It's not the song. It's just a quote. Okay. Yes, I'm not that deeply versed in John Lennon. It was disappointing he got shot. Honestly, again, not. I do actually like John Lennon's work. Definitely a flawed person. Definitely actually did some quite awful things in his life. But I think, he could have been a very good activist and could have done some really good music. And it's quite disappointing that he was killed. So if you can argue fight against PSYOPs, you need to apply PSYOPs. Yeah, I mean, the fundamental thing with these right-wing edgelords is they don't mean anything. They don't stand for anything. they're just being pieces of shit. They're just being horrible, bigoted little turds. They don't actually stand for anything. They will always aggressively assert things they don't actually mean. That's why I won't engage with them. It's like just a random thing, like Trump and the other weirdos will do things about wind farms killing birds, and they'll go off on just this really emotive thing about, oh, why don't all you greenies care about the birds being killed by wind farms? First and foremost, they don't fucking care. That's why I won't engage on things like that, because they're saying something they just don't fucking care about. Second is they're always grossly overstating the problem. But it's like, they say, oh, what about the birds? And I'm saying, well, you don't care. You don't care about wildlife being killed by human activity. Yes, I do. Oh, okay. So shall we look at all of human activity that's killing wildlife, like birds, and get rid of the human activity that's killing the most? Is that what you want? Because fossil fuel burning here, wind farms here. It's that simple. They don't care, and it's just pointless engaging with them. That's about it. Empty words for an empty personality. Justin, my biggest problem with the AI things is their theft engines. It's that simple. They're created by grossly, disgustingly unethical people. They steal the work of original creators, and they pretend it's theirs and they have a right to it. So I know I play with AI and always have, but yes, quite a few of my artist friends have extremely strong and completely justified in absolutely rejecting AI because they're just theft machines. Sorry, I missed this, Hannah. You had an IT teacher, pulled up a Word doc, spent a lesson writing a full page about how much she hated the class and why. Fair. I mean, absolutely fair. Buddy, you're killing your brain cells. That's a good one. Justin, the companies behind them are completely unethical. They are liars. They are charlatans. They are thieves. There is no grey in this. The people who are behind that, and again, Memorial faking. It's not real. It's fake. It's not ethical. It is absolutely unethical. I'm not really going to get on anyone's case who wants to do their own thing. That's fine. But if you ask me my opinion, you're going to get it clearly and unequivocally. I didn't see a story on that, but I think it's probably safe to say the robot did not attack a SpaceX worker. That implies intent, and the robot would not have had intent. Someone could have been injured by a robot. AIDS' personality would break AI. Yes. Yeah, the spirit of AIDS would actually come back and destroy things. All right, now I'm going to look that up. Ask robot attacks space X worker. Does anything come up? What if the attacks a worker at the Tesla factory? Okay. Ambushed by a robot. Two witnesses watched in horror as their colleague was attacked by a machine designed to grab and move. Okay. It did not attack the person. It malfunctioned and injured them. The robot pinned the man who was programming software for disabled Tesla robots, sinking its metal claws into the worker's back and arm, leaving a trail of blood. Incident left the victim with an open wound on his left hand. And the wounds required 0 days off work. As the engineer attempted to wrestle free from the assembly robot's grasp, another worker hit an emergency stop button. Once free, the engineer reportedly fell a couple feet down a chute, leaving a trail of blood. Okay. It's just a general... all of Musk's workplaces are grossly unsafe. He has contempt for worker safety. So again, but I object quite strongly to emotive language like the worker was attacked by the robot. The worker was not attacked by the robot. It had no intent to attack him. An unsafe workplace resulted in a quite serious injury, even if they want to say he didn't take time off work. Musk's companies lie repeatedly about workplace conditions. They've been sued about it repeatedly. So an incredibly unsafe workplace resulted in an injury to a worker. And yes, it is utterly clickbait language, Safa. And the tape dispenser at work attacks you. Yes, honestly, I empathize, Hannah. No judgment on you, but I am really fucking unco and am always stumbling and dropping things and fucking hurting myself. So, but yes, nearly 1 in every 21 workers was injured on the job in 2022, compared to an industry median rate of 1 in 30. More severe on-the-job industries, ratio came to 1 in every 26 workers. In other auto factories, it's 1 in 38. So yes, Musk workplaces are unsafe and he has nothing but contempt for his workers. Construction worker in the factory died of heat stroke. Ugh. And also the fun things, like I put this on the monkeys they killed with the brain implants. Do we know definitively it wasn't premeditated? Do we know definitively there isn't a teapot in orbiting on the opposite side of the sun? I know you're joking, by the way. You're the tech at work all time. Yeah, I do actually speak to technology as well. Yes, actually, I'm also known to threaten it with hammers. First time you met the boss, he walked in behind you, said to the computer, "Don't be a dick." I'm always muttering under my breath at my computer when it does little things to me. It's like, oh, fuck you. Get fucked. I hope it can hear me and understands. I bet it actually makes good tea, honestly. Out there in space and stuff, I feel like that would add a very unique flavor. But yeah. Now I feel like going on a whole rant about the whole AI thing, about how it's bullshit hype, and the bubble is probably going to burst very soon, and we will have laid bare just the scale to which these companies were lying to us. And see, it's not like this software doesn't produce amazing results, because it does. It unequivocally does produce really amazing results. But again, I just feel like going on a little rant again. The people behind it are grossly unethical. They are pieces of shit, basically. They really fucking suck. The people at these companies fucking suck. Don't anthropomorphize computers. They hate that. You wish yours was under your breath or not in front of customers. You've told the forklift you're going to drive it off the fucking dump into the dumpster. I identify with that so much, Hannah, honestly. Oh my God. Yeah. Technology. It's very frustrating. There's no two ways about it. All right. Look, I've been good. I drank my soda water. So I'm hydrated and I'm not just drinking alcohol. Now I'm going to drink alcohol. Okay. Depending what you're looking at, Bitcoin, obviously a scam. But the AI thing is a bubble. It's prompted by hype. It's unsustainable. The bubble will burst. Even just it's so expensive to run the data centers that are powering the AI things. And they can't keep doing it indefinitely. So, but okay. And this is 100%, I will stand by this until Skynet comes and kills me for disrespecting it. But anyone who is talking about whether they call it artificial general intelligence, self-aware machines, the singularity, all of these things, creating an artificial entity that is genuinely self-aware and in pretty much most senses of the word alive and aware and a real being. Anyone who says that's going to happen is in a religion. They are not talking science. It is their religion. It is magical thinking. There is no basis for it. Is it possible that will happen? Sure, it's possible. We do amazing things with technology, and I would hesitate to say, it's impossible for anything, But we've had these people saying true artificial intelligence, artificial general intelligence, is they've been saying it's just around the corner for decades. I think you probably typed that before I said what I said, Dr. Abigail, but just to emphasize, I will say categorically, with no qualms whatsoever, anyone making predictions about the definite existence of general AI on some timeline, that's not science, that's religion. That's magical thinking. Until they can define how it's going to happen and how you would test it so that it has to be falsifiable, essentially. Until they map all of that out, it's not science, it's religion. It's a fucking cult. And again, I always love to put in there, people way, way, way smarter than me say this. And I think it might even be a 50-50 split between which of them are grifters and which of them are just true believers. But that's the thing. They're true believers. It's not science. It's magical thinking. And would I rule out a true artificial intelligence being created? I wouldn't rule it out because it's a wild and crazy universe we live in. But the proponents of it today are just talking shit. Put a homemade roadwork site on Diamond Creek Road, says surface still fucked. That's good. Yeah. I don't think my language is overly emotive. I think the language of the AI proponents is emotive. Like I said, it's not science. There's this, you maybe could do an XYZ, maybe it's just XY. And on one axis is the degree to which it's a fucking cult, and on another axis is the degree to which this person is a fucking scam artist. And the various big names will be at different areas. Some people will be a long way along the true believer axis, but they're not horrible, dishonest people. Some people will be very high on the scam artist register and not very far on the true believer because they're just scam artists. And some people will be high on both. They may have a genuine belief in this is going to happen, but they are just awful fucking venal scam artists. So that's basically my view of this state of play of the AI world. It's a mix of people who are just true believers in something they have no evidence for, and they cannot give you a scientifically structured way of how it would come to be. And the other mob are just fucking scam artists. Again, just to emphasize, that doesn't mean that's not science. You're just going, yeah, that's what I believe. Do I believe it's impossible for it to happen? See, humans can't even properly define intelligence and consciousness now. They can't. You can identify bits of what the brain does, but we can't actually define consciousness and intelligence now. As per cults, they ostracize their ex-members, family, and friends, indoctrinate members, use manipulation. Are you? It feels like you've been reading about the OpenAI company or the various Musk companies, because that super duper fits a lot of what I've read about both of those companies. But also, when you have true believers, the pressure to manipulate is less. So it's just that when someone truly and devoutly believes something that they have no actual evidence for, that they cannot structure in a scientific way and make it falsifiable, then they are at the very least indulging in magical thinking. And personally, I'm completely on board with magical thinking, by the way. It can happen. You know, there literally are mysteries beyond human comprehension that we will get closer and closer to understanding. We will understand more and more of them. But holy shit, the universe is fucking complex. Do they actually do that stuff? Yeah, they fucking do. Read the stories about the people who get ostracized for speaking out at these companies. In OpenAI, various high-level people have explicitly said if someone doesn't 100% believe in the inevitability of AGI, they've got no place in the company. Now, Elon Musk is just a steaming pile of shit who treats people like garbage. And if you dare speak out against him, you're fucked. And he is like the shallowest, most shitty cult leader in history. Just cultivates gross, sniveling lackeys around him. So yes, both OpenAI and all of Musk's companies abso-fucking-lutely do those things. Synthesized organs would be pretty cool. Again, it's very interesting how difficult that problem is. Because that is another one that I think people with very high integrity have probably thought for decades we were going to solve, if not growing new organs, doing successful transplants that don't have all the complications, that the overwhelming number of organ transplants have. Because you should look into it, like particularly like a big one, like a heart transplant. That can be like really fucked up. Your life after a heart transplant, which keeps you alive, life can be really shitty after major organ transplants because if you have to take immunosuppressants, so you're then at much higher risk of a whole bunch of other things. So, but yeah, like 3D printing new organs, friggin' awesome idea. I don't think that's even on the horizon. I mean, there's probably someone saying it is. There's always someone saying a solution to this is be in the next decade. But yeah, like I said, these people who say, "Oh, it's going to happen in the next couple of years," they're either indulging in magical thinking or they're a straight up scam artist. And I think it's becoming increasingly obvious the core people in OpenAI are fucking scam artists. It's extremely obvious Musk is a scam artist. Justin, this is not something I'm anything approaching being an expert in, but this is okay. I'm actually going to search. Can we artificially grow organs? Lab-grown blood used in transformer. Oh, here's something. How far are we from lab-grown organs? Oh god, it's a startup. This is just a fucking press release. 30 years ago, we predicted we're a couple of decades from creating brand new organs. Yeah. Growing new organs turned out to be a little further than anyone thought. You can grow billions in labs. What's missing is the architecture. If you don't have it, you can't get nutrients, cells will die. Oh, God. Yeah, this is just a press release. So no, we are not close to it. There was a bladder grown from 3D printed tissue transplanted some 14 years ago. Anything's a start. I would actually say, as what they say on Wikipedia, citation needed. See what I can find. A bladder in 1999, and it's still fully functional. There we go. Go the bladder. I mean, that's good. That's awesome, isn't it? We're obviously learning. And it's like there's lab, as one of the headlines was about lab grown blood successfully being used in transfusions. That's fucking huge. There's bound to be limitations and whatnot. That's where you're getting into interesting territory, Justin, because what is a person? Is a person their brain? We kind of think that who you are is in your brain. So if you could actually explicitly replicate at the atomic level, cell by cell, someone's brain, like say someone, had a brain tumor and it was going to kill them and it couldn't be operated on, but you had such a detailed scan of their brain and you had the technology for growing it at the atomic level. It was an exact replica of their brain, and you could successfully conduct surgery to take the diseased brain out and put the 3D printed brain in, would it be the same person? And I just mean as a philosophical question. I'm not talking about the science. I'm not talking about the implausibility of the science. I'm just saying, for argument's sake, at the philosophical level, if you could do that, would that be the same person? See, this is why I have fun with philosophy questions, because then you can just sort of explore ideas. Mr. Green, still in Vietnam. Been loving seeing your pictures on Facebook, by the way. Growing organs, customized to a specific issue. Well, that's the whole thing. Organ rejection is the big thing. And I kind of side with you there. That would be growing something specifically for a specific person rather than having a generic organ farm. Well, that's the thing about cloning. Because of the way IVF is done, I read an interesting paper once that basically said because of the way IVF is done, it is almost inevitable that we have accidentally created a clone, like it, rather than the sperm fertilizing the egg, they actually triggered cell division in the egg without the sperm successfully fertilizing it. I don't know how solid the science behind that is. I just do remember reading it. So start with the same person. The moment you turn the brain on, the brain will start having different experiences. No, well, but that's the thing. The other brain's not kept. The other brain's diseased. The other brain is put into recycling. If you swapped your brains with someone, would you have literally swapped bodies? Again, I'm not actually, I'm going to throw in, I'm not sure what you're asking there. Yep, Dolly the sheep. Oh, there is no question, even though I believe it is like illegal everywhere, in my mind, there is no question that there are people doing cloning experiments. And again, that's not scientific belief. That's not scientific. That's a belief of mine. Oh, that's fun. New president of Brazil had his dog cloned 5 times because he loved him so much. Weird. See, that's the rapture of the nerds, the singularity. And again, that's cult thinking. That's magical thinking. But I do love pointing out people way smarter than me absolutely believe that's the future. They have no evidence for it. They cannot give you a coherent structure that shows this specific thing will build on this specific thing and this, and then it will happen. They literally, it's underpants known shit. It's like step 1, have an idea. Step 3, the singularity. Step 2, but I do think it's very important that I acknowledge a lot of people who are way smarter than me truly believe this will happen. I'm just pointing out they have no evidence for it. They have no scientific structure to establish it. It's magical thinking. And as I'm repeating myself a lot tonight, I'm all here for magical thinking, so long as the people involved in the discussion acknowledge it's magical thinking, or that it's you're talking at a conceptual or philosophical level. Whenever I hear these people saying blah 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 within a decade, shut the fuck up. You have been saying that, or people have been saying that for so long, you know. They're smarter than you. I don't know what they know, don't know what they don't know. And they don't know what I don't know. And I don't know if they don't know that I don't know what they don't know. And they don't know what I know about what they don't know about me not knowing what they know. So, makes you think. But also, I will say, I can categorically and confidently state nobody who says these things can structure it in a valid scientific way where you can test and falsify their hypothesis. They are literally just indulging in magical thinking. They are like, I don't know how this will be done, but I believe it will be done. I certainly believe it's possible. Yeah, it's the predict, and it's they just keep doing it again and again and again and again. It's kind of like, work towards it by all means. Acknowledge that you have no real basis for saying it will happen. But strive for these great things. Like, without imagination, without magical thinking, without faith in the thing you think is going to happen, we would not advance as much as we do. Because people just do wild shit just because they believe they can. So I am not advocating for not having these big ideas, for not aiming for an amazing future. I'm all for it. I am all for magical thinking and acting on faith. But you need to acknowledge that's what you're doing, in my humble opinion. Asterisk, my opinion is not humble. It's very opinionated. Oh, yeah. Just Frank, this is staring me in the face. It's always been sitting here. Even though it's past Christmas, I've still got a little bit of this Christmas pudding gin, which I actually bought last Christmas. And I think they literally infused Christmas pud. This Tiny Bear, their distillery is a little bit up the road. By a little bit, it's like 45 minutes away. Like, they literally put Christmas pud in the distilling dish. Why do I rail against magical thinking too much? Because the people doing it won't admit that's what they're doing. If they would admit that they have no objective scientific basis for these projections, it's just what they believe, and they can't tell you how they get there, they can't guarantee that it will never happen. I'm annoyed at these people and their magical thinking because they won't admit that's what they're doing, and also because a sizable chunk of them are lying fucking grifters. We don't know what secret behind the search. Yeah, and I know people are pouring, God knows, billions of dollars. The billionaires are mad for anti-aging stuff at the moment. Have you noticed that? Because they all realize they're going to die, and they are pouring billions into anti-aging research. Who the fuck knows? Maybe they'll discover something. It could happen. But yeah, you can see where their priority is. They're pouring all this money into anti-aging stuff. Justin, everyone has an opinion on everything. If they say they don't, they're lying, or they just haven't examined the fact. Ooh, that is a tasty gin, actually. A little bit sweet. It's probably that thing about not having an opinion triggered me. People who say they're not political. Everyone's political. Every decision, every action is political. Saying I'm not political 99 times out of 100, what that means is I'm supporting the status quo. That's a political decision. Shoes with zippers. Okay. The only shoe I've ever had... No, I was going to say was some slippers I had. I had some slippers. Slippers with zippers. I had slippers with zippers at one point. But no, I have actually had like brogue type shoes that had zippers on them. I mean, I think they're ugly. Just aesthetically, I think they're ugly. Although I have seen funny boots, like really high boots, like knee-high boots, and they're fake lace-ups. Like, they kind of look like Docs, and they're fake lace-ups, and they're here, but there's actually a zipper up the side. And now we get into Does it qualify as a fetish? I think thigh-high boots are kind of hot, actually. You asked for this, Dr. Abigail. Now I'm going to talk about thigh-high latex boots with a zipper up the side. I think that's a look, whoever's wearing them. It's a whole thing. So that things. I too watched John Oliver and found his episode with the artistic rat erotica very entertaining. There is someone who gets horny about everything. It is really, humans are interesting. Humans are fucking fascinating. Graham, you believe in the advancement of AI? Our biggest problem with the current AI thing, machine learning, large language models, whatever you want to talk about, our biggest problem and risk is people using them poorly, designing them badly, or people actually using them maliciously. And the technology running around now is actually really dangerous in the hands of humans who are bad actors or just irresponsible. They could do very bad and dangerous things with them. Justin, Kim Jong-un's grandfather was into anti-aging crap. Oh, that's what the tech billionaires do. They have their blood boys. Oh, fuck yeah, cultural biases in there. That's been shown again and again and again and again. If you don't have a suitable cross-cultural working team on your technology, bias is going to get built into it. From things like fucking hand dryers not switching on when a black person puts their hands under them, and facial recognition technology not working for people with different ethnic features. It's just wild the scale to which people build biases into technology and they think they're not. One of my favorites was I forget which tech company it was. Like, it was a big one. It's Microsoft or Google or someone. It's like, oh, there seems to be a bias in our hiring because we just keep hiring dudes. So we need to have an AI that does the first cut on resumes. So it'll be unbiased and will give us resumes free of bias. But the programming they did was based on decisions that had been made prior, and prior women kept getting rejected for jobs, and so the AI model just went, oh yeah, if it's a woman they don't hire them, so just get rid of the women. It's surreal to me when these tech bros think they're not putting their own bias into things. It's ridiculous. Yeah, the social acceptance stuff in China is troubling, to say the very least. It's dodgy AF. Okay, so I'm going to disappear momentarily. Should I put chickens in charge? I mean, I'm not going to be gone long. I'm just going to get my freezer martini, basically. Doo-doo. Maybe put chickens in charge, though. Ooh. Oh, God. I don't know why that always disturbs me when they do that, because that's what they do. So it's like, see, that one didn't disturb me. I actually did that on purpose to like desensitize myself. All right. Where are we? Okay, we can sit up, honestly. There we go. Chicken's in charge. All right, I'm going to get my martini glass. Actually, I'm going to bring the freezer martini in here, but, you know. Might even get some more soda water while I'm out. Oh, no, I've got my lemon bitters here. Actually, I'm going to put another bit of ice in my non-alcohol glass. All right. That was easy. Here we go. Good job, chickens. You kept us on air. I applaud you. Now go sit over there. Okay. Oh. Oh. Oh, goodness me. So saying Kim Jong Un's grandfather, Kim Il Sung, is still the eternal president of North Korea. Ugh, that's a whole different thing, isn't it? Shit that happens in North Korea. Very disturbing and depressing. The thought of what's happening to just the ordinary people there. Anyway, very non-traditional, but I did put my orange peel in my martini. I'm more a lemon peel in a martini, but I didn't have a lemon out there. Oh my god, that's so yummy. Ooh, maybe I'll dirty it up a bit. Where's my umami bitters? Dun, dun, dun. Just a couple drops. Oh, that's whiskey bitters. Just realised because the drop is different. The bottles look a little bit similar. Umami bitters with fish in it. Literally just 2 drops in that big old martini. Let's see if that makes a difference. Kim family, yeah, no, it's very disturbing. It's hard to know exactly what's happening in North Korea. So keep it secret, but it doesn't seem good. Mix my martini up. I dirtied it up a bit. Yeah, I'm going to leave that in there. Oh, yum. That little bit of that little bit of umami is yum. So was a lemon drop martini? It's a classic from the disco era of drinks. Trump's biggest okay, I just want to see this. Trump's biggest trick for covering up racism exposed by Associated Press. The go-to trick when confronted with evidence of his own racism. Analysis begins by recounting Trump's reaction to critics who argue he's aping the rhetoric of Adolf Hitler about poisoning the blood. Namely, he claimed ignorance about Hitler. AP shows it wasn't a one-time occurrence. When asked by CNN's Jake Tapper about support he'd received from David Duke, KKK leader, he said, I don't know who Duke was, which is ridiculous. When asked to denounce far-right Proud Boys, he said he didn't know who they were. Okay, so literally, that's pretty basic, but I get it. It's kind of worth pointing out. Anytime Trump is kind of put on the spot about, hey, you're a piece of garbage, look at this, he's going, I don't know what you're talking about. He just repeatedly does that. It's like, yeah, I guess he does. I just suddenly remembered what I was searching for and I got distracted. I wanted the history of the lemon drop martini. Lemon drop martini. History was popular in the 90s. So that's citrus vodka, orange liqueur, lemon juice, and sugar syrup. I mean, it's going to be a tasty drink. Well, yeah, I mean, okay, yes. How do you know Trump's lying? His lips are moving. But yeah. What was the Michigan Supreme Court decision? Michigan Supreme Court decision. They rejected an insurrectionist ban case. Okay. So one state where Trump was never going to win said he can't be on the ballot, and one where it could have made a difference, Michigan, has rejected a thing. Outcome was generally expected. Expected appeals to the US Supreme Court. Unlike Colorado, the Michigan lawsuit never reached trial, was dismissed early in the process. Intermediate appeals upheld the decision to toss the case out on procedural grounds. Yeah, the Supreme Court's just stacked with people who are predisposed to rule in Trump's favor. But again, Americans just have this weird pathological thing about, oh, you can't prosecute the president. Which is just stupid. That's my nuanced, in-depth political analysis. It's just stupid. They're all stupid. Gold Coast faces heat wave with no power after storms. That sounds fucking awful. A stingray with 2 huge bites taken out of it washes up on Kagari. Damn. But that's the thing. There's always something in the ocean wants to take big bites out of you. Oh, God. In horrible irony, this headline, New South Wales Mental Health Commission faces complaints of a toxic workplace culture. That's not great. Not great at all. Japanese department store apologizes for 817 collapsed Christmas cakes. So what, they sent cakes out and they're all smashed? That's weird. People are living in non-traditional housing to cope with cost of living rises? Yeah, that makes sense. Last minute venues for New Year's Eve Melbourne. I'm going to go my place at home. I don't want to go out. If Trump's correct, President has absolutely for more crimes applied to Biden right now. Yeah, but also, and I'm not telling you anything you don't know, but Trump and all the right wingers never mean anything they say. They're just fucking lying. Really think it makes sense the courts can't act till after primary season. Be like trying to challenge a candidate. I do not know anywhere near enough about the US electoral system or jurisprudence to have an informed opinion on that. I just don't know. Toni Collette spotted in Sydney. Okay, well, we're going to leave her alone? I don't know. Police officer surprise stunt at beach rave. Welcome to Australia. Never be funnier than the undercover FBI person who was doing stupid dances in a nightclub while drunk, and they had their service sidearm on, and it fell out when they were doing some dumb dance and discharged. Just absolutely ridiculous. We gave a celeb a halo on a magazine cover. Then came the social media pylon. Thieves ransacked. Oh no, the mushroom murder accused's house. Dang. I guess because she wasn't there. Well, here we go. Best films of 2023 you may not have seen. I'm interested in a list like this. You Hurt My Feelings. Big hit at Sundance. Oh, yeah, I kind of heard that was maybe good. Will-o'-the-Wisp. Only 67 minutes long. Replete with impromptu musical numbers and borderline pornographic homoerotic hijinks. Well, I mean, honestly, that sounds like there's something for the whole family in that. Bad Press. I have not heard of that. Operation Fortune, Ruse de Guerre. It's got Jason Statham in it, looking exactly the same as he looks in every Jason Statham film. So, I assume someone's pissed him off and he's going to kill them, because that's what happens in every Jason Statham film. It's a Guy Ritchie film, okay. Influencer on Shudder, so it's a horror movie. Haven't heard of that. Monica, showing aspects of transgender life I've rarely, if ever, seen in film. Having one of the most fully realized trans protagonists I'm aware of, would be reason enough to give this unfortunately overlooked Monica some renewed attention during holidays. Film also offers a star-making role for leading lady Trace Lizette, and yet another stunningly observed, inventive short film from director Andrea Polano. At its heart, it's a movie about complexities and interrelationships of generations of women in an American family. Oh. Okay. Where can you... Okay, Monica. Hey, that sounds good. Palm Trees and Power Lines. Ooh, God, that sounds creepy. Young girl who captures the attention of an older man. Okay. When you're a young girl who captures the attention of an older man, you think it's because you're fascinating and mature. A few years later, you'll learn the quietly devastating truth. You're not special, and there are always going to be creepy older dudes. Oof. Most people don't want to spend Friday night watching a bleak drama about a suburban teen who falls for a sex trafficker. Damn, that actually does sound like really difficult watching. Okay, Queens of the Qing Dynasty. Follows neurodivergent teenager on suicide watch who forges a bond with genderqueer immigrant from Shanghai, tasked with caring for them. Okay. Sick of Myself. I kind of think I heard something about this. Obvious and clunky black comedy. Norwegian writer-director Christoph Borge's feature, assured and nuanced as it is eviscerating of the trauma plot clap. Outlaw Johnny Black. That looks like a blaxploitation film. Ever since Black Dynamite popped up, at a point keeping tabs on Michael J. White. Unfolding more like a reheated spaghetti western. Okay. Sounds like there's a few people doing like latter-day blaxploitation, and some of them are quite good. Our Body, a 3-hour documentary about the gynecological wing of a Paris hospital. Oh, Strictly Sega. Oh my god. Okay, I watched Evil Dead Rise. And I stand by what I said on the socials. That's some old school fucked up shit. I think it's really well made. It's just incredibly fucked up. Like, they literally talk. That they took a lot of the spirit of the original, say, 2 Evil Dead movies, and really good production values. Do not watch Evil Dead Rise unless you want to watch a really fucked up, gory horror film. If you do really want to watch a well-made, gory, fucked up horror film, watch Evil Dead Rise. Because it's a whole thing with a mother being possessed and is going to kill her kids. So it's that level fucked up. So if you're okay with that level fucked up, watch it. Nathan, hello. Almost exactly a year ago, on the 30th of December last year, AZ did whatever AZ does when he actually doesn't come back from a hospital stay. I hesitate to say what that is because he's an individual. So in, I guess, 2 days, if I do a Saturday stream, that's the AZ anniversary stream. That will be 1 year later exactly. And yeah, he was a one of a kind. And, you know, having worked with him for like 15 years, it was like, woof. Him not being around is very weird, quite honestly. But there's a legacy. There's a huge AZ legacy out there. A lot of it's on YouTube, which shall live in infamy. It's probably still there. I don't think it ever got censored. Artistic nudity. You can see AZ's dick on YouTube. No. You come over here, please. Thank you. Please and thank you, Dr. Abigail. Yes. I'm looking forward to having some New Year's Eve fun. So, Nathan, you think about the old videos, decide to sort of, oh no. And this is something that's interesting to me. In the last month, you're like the third person who's only just finding out. And I get it because we all have our lives and whatnot. You don't keep up with things. But it was pneumonia what took our boy down. I mean, I was talking to him in the days leading up to when he went into hospital and he sounded real fucking sick. And then they apparently, in sort of a desperate move, put him into an induced coma. But just like 20 years of serious illness just weakened his body too much. I don't know if it was COVID-related pneumonia or not. I never felt much value in exploring it, but it was basically it was pneumonia that killed him. Because his body had just been too weakened by 2 decades of fighting off a spectrum of serious illnesses. But I did post my video of the AZ Memorial cocktails, the Code Grey Espresso Martini and the Devil's Sazerac. The Code Grey Espresso Martini modeled on the way he drank his coffee, namely with milk and very sweet. And the Devil's Sazerac was just a very strong drink because AZ's an intense guy. And I set it on fire. And it did very impressively flare up when I shook cinnamon sugar over it. Actually, it caught me by surprise how big the flame was because I floated absinthe on the top of the drink, set it on fire. That's pretty easy. And then went douche with the cinnamon sugar and just an enormous flame went up. Pneumonia is fucking awful. Yes. Well, Nathan, I have a cocktail channel called Angry Cocktails. And the Code Grey Espresso Martini involves coffee-infused whiskey and cream liqueur and some overproof rum just for AZ. AZ loved his coffee and he would just have an absurd amount of sugar in it. So the Code Grey Espresso Martini is very sweet. And very strong as well. So, yeah. Nook, how you doing? Good to see you, man. So Nathan sounds... Got into mead. Coffee mead. That sounds interesting. Because mead is fermented distilled honey. I think mead is just fermented. I don't think it's distilled. But yeah, you could put coffee beans in it when you do it. AZ was cremated. So I actually don't know the answer to that. I don't know if his parents did a memorial thing in Canberra. It's fermented. Yeah, I didn't think it was just. I have distilled honey over here. I have essentially honey eau de vie. It's unaged spirit. That's the base is honey. Got your car running. That's always good. Two versions. Sorry, my honey eau de vie is from the Archie Rose Distillery in Sydney. They have beehives on the roof of their distillery. They recently released a honey gin, actually, but I got their honey eau de vie, and then their barrel aged honey eau de vie, which is really good. Oh, fucking yum. Oh, I fucking love that freezer martini, honestly. Though I think topping it up, I'm going to do some of my more savory saline gins in the top up. Well, there you go, Noog. Are you a gamer, Noog? Cool. I have not been gaming much. What else did I watch, actually? Strixo, you asked me about Evil Dead Rise, which, again, watch it, but only if you want to watch something really fucked up. If you want to watch a good, well-made horror that's less fucked up, Talk to Me, the Australian horror movie, directed by the twins from Raka Raka YouTube channel. I do have a soft spot for YouTubers done good. Adrian Calear, Calear. Is it actually the 29th, the AIDS anniversary? I thought it was the 30th. Because I asked on the socials because I'd forgotten. I felt very bad about forgetting. Okay, I'm going to do a very quick search. See if I'm... Yes, they did the last hurrah did the thing. Yes, Adrian Amos Adzi Calear, 29th. Adored eldest son of George and Lynn. George and Lynn are wonderful people. Admired and loving big brother Jason Ross, also very cool people. Brother-in-law, the spouses. Loved and loving uncle Isaac, Patrick, Jacob, Samuel. Caring partner to Benny. That's lovely that both Benny and Jason got in there. So it was it's tomorrow. Okay. Oh, man. Tomorrow party night is going to get fucked up. Oh, wow. They cloned Tyrone and Sorry to Bother You back to back would be wild. I liked Sorry to Bother You. It might have been hyped too much for me. But I very much enjoyed They Cloned Tyrone. Because, it's talking about people sort of doing blaxploitation vibe films. Danny Glover in Sorry to Bother You was so fucking funny. There's a whole thing about don't use your black voice when you're in a call center because it scares white people. You have to use this friendly white person voice. So, Nathan, you've got games you enjoy playing. Chill Platformer, Karmazoo, other case, a 40k Rogue Trader. Yeah, but again, it's fun to do different things. So, Stricky say you've been watching your Blu-rays, never got around to. Oh, Renfield. I'm waiting. Renfield is free on the streaming tomorrow. I'm absolutely going to watch Renfield because that fascinated me. For those who don't know it, Renfield is in the classic Dracula, was Dracula's human familiar who organized things for him. And the film Renfield, which came out this year, Nicolas Cage is Dracula, and oh god, what's his name? He's in so much. He's in Mad Max Fury Road, and he was young Beast in the X-Men movies. I think his name's Nicholas something too. He's Renfeld, Dracula's familiar in the modern world. And I saw the trailers for it, and it looks super fucking wacky. I'm really enjoying it. So you didn't know anything about Sorry to Bother You? Oh yeah, no, that Sorry to Bother You was trippy as fuck. I would recommend people watch it. Um, it is it's a very interesting and unique film. A lot of race relation things. Oh yeah. The cop in the trailer, she looked like she did. Thank you, Nicholas Hoult. I knew someone would come in, so it's Nicolas Cage and Nicholas Hoult in Renfield. And from the trailers, it looked really funny, and it's free on streaming tomorrow. So I'm going to watch it either tomorrow or on the weekend. There's a few that have shown up on streaming that I want to watch. I've been watching season 2 of Reacher on Prime. So it's a very popular series of books about this character, Jack Reacher. Tom Cruise played him in a movie. And honestly, the Tom Cruise Reacher movie was not bad. But the dude who plays Reacher in the series is apparently more like Reacher in the books. He's 6'6" and he's built like a brick shithouse. Like physically, this guy is so fucking implausible. He's fucking massive. And I did enjoy season 1 of Reacher. Season 2's running at the moment. And I saw on YouTube the guy who plays Reacher is bipolar, and he's very open about it. And he was doing an interview about what it's like to be bipolar and trying to work in Hollywood. And he honestly seems like a great guy. I'm worried he's going to turn into a milkshake duck. No, not John Krasinski. He plays Jack. What's his name? Reacher's different. Yes, Nicholas Hoult was actually quite good in Tolkien. Yes. Yes, Reacher should have been played by Henry Cavill. Yes. But this dude who plays him in the Prime series has an absolutely implausible physique. Like, he's a fucking mountain. He's just incredible. I'd say not in a gay way, but then everybody go, you're just denying. It's like, yeah, but he's just this incredible physical. Yes, it was Jack Ryan. That was it. I mean, Reacher does this deductive reasoning thing, which is absolutely bullshit in the real world. Like the whole Sherlock Holmes deductive reasoning thing is absolute horseshit in the real world. But it does make for entertaining fiction. I'll give it that. Oh yeah, Noog. Again, I think Cruise actually did a reasonable job in that movie, but he's nothing like the book character. Apparently, this guy in the Prime series is more like the book character, just a freakishly imposing physical presence. Yeah, it's just a kind of fun show. It's an action crime mystery whodunit thing. Yeah, it's fun, aimless entertainment essentially. But there's a few movies I want to watch, like Asteroid City. I think that's free on the streaming services. And there's a couple other ones. Oh, so Nathan. So AZ Day is the 29th tomorrow. So I'm probably going to get super fucked up for party night tomorrow night. Yes, Noog did use a than correctly. Yes, he does. I think Noog deserves an award for a number of reasons, but that's one. Oh, so you liked Asteroid City looks good. I don't like all Wes Anderson films, but Asteroid City looks good. I gotta watch that. I'll maybe watch Asteroid City. Oh, I think I got ahead of myself in that it wasn't actually free, and I have to wait a little while till it's free. Is it Stella's birthday? I mean, honestly, I'm going to fuck myself up with alcohol tomorrow. In that case, AIDS Memorial and Stella's birthday. Damn. Tomorrow's gonna get fucking messy. That's a promise. So, oof. Just thinking, what else can I drink that's not too much trouble? Thinking. Maybe my two Citrus Got Real things. Compare them side by side. I think I kind of need to leave the chickens in charge for a minute. And, I maybe need a toilet break, actually. What are we going to do? Take a couple glasses out and get some ice. Nathan's a bit weird watching a movie about watching a movie and see the actors' characters. Oh, yeah, no, it's fucking great. If Stella appears to stream in Discord, I think we mean slightly different things, Dr. Abigail, but I'm completely on board with both. Oh no, I'm okay. Here's the funny thing, like strictly saying. So okay, so last Friday I got out one of my crates of records and went through them, and I really fucking enjoyed it. I thought we'll do it again. And when I told Mrs. Angry I did it, she's going, "Oh, did the screen go?" Because she's got my old blue screen thing up, so she can do her work in the office / spare room. And she said, "No, those boxes of records and making sure that screen behind me doesn't fall down." Oh, well, it didn't fall down. She goes, "Well, that's more good luck than good management." I mean, yeah, well, it's the story of my life. Oof. I want to, when you did that Spotify playlist, it just went, that I want that playlist. I'm going to fucking do it for YouTube Music. So I missed what you're saying no results for. Just an after party in your pants. Let's see. Yeah, well, look, strictly saying, we'll take it as it comes. I might do it tomorrow. All right. Oh yeah, Spy versus Spy, such great sort of indie Oz rock. They do some really good stuff. I got a bunch of their albums. They're very good. All right, I'm going to leave the chickens in charge. I might even put some elevator music on. I'm going to do a toilet break, and then I'm going to go get a couple things. Okay, I'm taking these glasses with me, so I'll put them there. And I'll put some elevator music on. I kind of feel like I can't go past lo-fi beats, so I'll just put that on. Oh, Nathan, do you not know the chicken's in charge? You probably don't. Whenever I go off and do something, the chickens are in charge. So, chickens are in charge. Okay. Now I need to find another bottle here. What did I do with the other? Citrus got real, is it in here? Oh, gee. Oh. What did I do with it? No. Huh. I don't know what I did with it. Yeah. I really don't know what I did with it. On a sheepdog. No, that's biscuit. Alright. Is it in here? Oof. I'm trying to find something when you're a little bit inebriated. Okay, I think I'm going to be stuck with I don't know where the fuck it is. A quick look here on the rum shelf, because that's where it should be. No, it's nowhere there. So what the fuck did I do with it? Who fucking knows? Wait, what's this? No, that's Christmas brandy. And where's the other fucking bottle of Christmas brandy for that? Okay, seriously, what have I fucking done? Be another bottle of Christmas brandy somewhere which I didn't see. No, you know what? I'm gonna give up. And I just don't. That's interesting. That's 2 bottles. I don't know what I did with. Ridiculous. Okay. Oh, what the fuck ever. Okay, good job, chickens. And I'll just turn these fucking music down a little bit more. There we go. Oh, so you're in the UK. So, yeah, timing's not good. So I'm glad you came on. Go on Twitch. Okay, I know Twitch people are doing some wild stuff. I probably do like 10 things a stream that technically breach Twitch terms of service. I'm just genuinely fucking confused. Ugh. But that's like, you know, hashtag my life. Alright. So I was going to get my 2 Citrus got real, last year's and this year's, and I can't find this year's, which genuinely fucking annoys me. But it was intriguing as I searched. I realised there's a second thing I can't find. So, Nathan with the Twitch stuff. People were allowed to do nude art. Everyone and their mother was drawing porn or streaming naked. Yeah. Artistic nudity got allowed. I still haven't found any good artistic nude Twitch streams. Hit me up on the socials if you find a good artistic nude Twitch stream. Oh my god, that one's good though. This is a release from a distillery in Sydney, Brix, that specialises in rum. And they do this thing, they've been doing it for a few years, called Citrus Got Real. As in, you know, puns, shit just got real. And it's a different citrus. Last year's was Blood Orange, which is this, which is fucking awesome. This year's was Mandarin, which was very interesting. Oh, I did see that thing where people were wearing clothes just outside the camera frame, but they were actually getting flagged by Twitch for nudity, even though they were actually wearing clothes, which is very interesting. Not that I'm particularly going to go nude on Twitch. I do remember a dude from the very early days on YouTube. He's making a joke about cleavage in thumbnails getting views. And like me, he had moobs. And he squeezed them together to get cleavage. And that was the thumbnail. And the video actually got flagged by YouTube for nudity. And he was like, fucking what? It was just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Also, it is super bugging me that I couldn't find the thing I was looking for. And then I realized there are 2 bottles that I can't find, and I don't know where they are. And it's really troubling me. Sorry, I'm gonna look in the mysterious cupboard of mystery again, because this is genuinely fucking getting to me. On this side. No, there's definitely no booze on this side. Okay. Cool. Now, if it was on this rank, it would be on one of the lower ranks. Let's not make an assumption. Let's look at every bottle. It's definitely not on that shelf. On the bottom shelf. Jeez, I've even got fucking vanilla vodka down here. What's that all about? Never. It's definitely not there. So it should be in here. Ugh. Lock. What's this? Vanilla. Sorry, I'm still here, just hiding behind the door of the mysterious cupboard of mystery, aka the sex hat cupboard. No. So it should be up here. Overflow. What's that one? It's hiding back there. I didn't go wrong. Oh, fuck, this is it. Staring me in the fucking face. Sex hat made me smart. Okay? Dr. Abigail derived sex hats, but I feel like the sex hat made me smart, and I found what I was looking for. Ugh. The hats are all... Young Mr. Angry was into doing various cosplays at parties and events, and he left some stuff behind when he moved out. So maybe they are sex hats. I don't. He doesn't want me asking about his sex life. I don't know. So. Oh. No, do you have post-nut clarity? Mate, I am like post-nut. I am just zonked out. I am off with the pixies. So you can see, okay, the blood orange one is clear. The mandarin one is actually a little bit orange. So there is a real sort of mandarin tang in that one. Must get the thing of that mandarin peel in there. This one, the blood orange one, just drinks like a fucking cocktail. Straight out of the bottle. So fucking yummy. So Nathan, you were saying some people had a... Oh, yes! I've seen some screenshots of people having a black sensor bar. They're a very good thing. There you go. So Nathan, you realised you were ace after a long time post-nut. You felt just, here's the thing. Finding out who you are and what's important for you is incredibly important. And when you are outside of the societally endorsed, cishet binary, it can be super difficult. So when you find yourself, that's really important. Again, I say this, I'm just trying to be supportive because cishet white dude, everything's here for me. And I'm very conscious of the scatter. Oh God, sorry, this is probably not showing up for you, but there's some really neat melt patterns on my ice from when it was at various levels in the drink. The ice has all these wiggly bits that melted more than others. It's really cool. Dr. Abigail gets really upset if I call that erosion. And so I'll sometimes just say it because I know Dr. Abigail gets miffed. But I don't know. It wears it away, so it feels like erosion to me. So blood orange and mandarin. Now, see, this is the fun thing. The blood orange one, I think, stands on its own. I think the mandarin would be better as a cocktail ingredient. The aspect, yes. And this is the thing, and because I have so many friends on so many different parts of the gender and sexuality spectrum, it's very interesting to learn. It's not like this, it's like this. Lesbian grays. But, oh my God. See, I'm an omnivorous heterosexual. I love cuddles and hugs and whatnot. But I also really enjoy sex. I hope you're pleased that I said that I know it upsets you if I say it. So Nathan, you're learning a lot. I see. Oh God, Nathan, this is why we call ourselves the divergent bunch here. We have people who are diverging from the narrow societal expectations, whether that's in terms of gender, sexuality, or just the way your brain functions. We have people who are divergent on so many levels. So you got through some sort of bonfire for a year or so. Yeah, but again, it's what works for you, which is just a fabulous thing. If you can work out what works for you, it's a good thing. This is the funniest thing to me when cishets act like it's difficult to be an ally to, particularly white cishets act like it's difficult to be an ally to other people. And I'm like, it's the easiest fucking thing in the world. It's just talk to someone, listen to them, and accept them and go, cool. Again, and this is going way back to what we were discussing earlier with these weirdo right-wing loonies being very upset with me. It's just like, why the fuck are you guys so insecure? And the overwhelming majority of them were guys. There were some women. So why are you people so fucking uptight? Why are you so insecure? It's just like, it's so easy to go to someone, hey, how are you? Are you cool? That's cool. See, you're calling me out, Dr. Abigail, here, because I've made the joke a couple of times when my neurodivergent friends post stuff on the socials and I go, hashtag relatable. And I'm like, hang on a sec. And it's both with my friends who are ADHD and on the autistic spectrum. And they'll say things and I go, yeah, I vibe with that. And I'm like, hang on a second. I think Mrs. Angry, we've actually had this discussion. For those who don't know, Mrs. Angry is a psychologist counselor. She works for the public health department. She does actual, real fascinating work and helps people. She's incredible. The number of reasons I love her is just incredible. It's so hard to articulate. She's just a wonderful, supportive, kind person who helps so many people. Also, she's sexy as fuck. Just throwing that out there. Yeah, I brought this up with her, and she's like, "Yeah, there's a test you could do. I kind of think you're going to show up on the spectrum if you do the test." And I was like, probably, honestly. And yeah, Nathan, obsessing about what consenting adults do is so fucking weird. No, okay, here's the thing, Nathan, because Mrs. Angry, when I mentioned she's a psychologist counselor working in the health system, she's a responsible professional. And that's also why I broadly don't use my real name. And I don't even give her first name. I just refer to her as Mrs. Angry. It's because she's a professional who doesn't need her professional life destabilized by my stupid fuckery. Don't really admit what I do on the internet is a bunch of stupid fuckery. Sorry, Nathan, her voice is on a couple of videos. She played along with a couple and her voice was on them. And I get you were just being curious, Nathan. It's cool. Possibly my favorite, and this was a real thing. We had a weekend away at this place and it was up at Lakes Entrance. We haven't been there for yonks. We should go there again. A different person owns the bed and breakfast now. It's called the Goat and Goose at Lakes Entrance. It's great. We would rent a suite that had a jacuzzi in it, and I made this video. Actually, maybe I'll just see if I can find it. I might just see if, rather than describing the video, I might just see if I can find it. Which account am I in here? Okay, Angry Aussie. My channel. Videos. Search. Jacuzzi. What comes up if I search jacuzzi? No. I wanted that on my own fucking channel, you weirdos. I'm not looking up fucking softcore porn. I did the wrong thing. Okay. Just search my channel, jacuzzi. Why God? Sorry, I just did a search. I'm just going to read the title of the videos that showed up. Drunk moose in a tree and body in a hot tub. Why God punished me on my weekend away. Wipe on sex appeal. How to use pheromones to get sex with... that might be it, actually. Oh, this is it. I found it. Okay, because I legit got this thing in a fucking roadside petrol station. Okay, I'm going to share a video with you. And we'll play it. I need to turn off the fucking music for a bit. And yes, Mrs. Angry has definitely made you pancakes for breakfast, Dr. Abigail. Yes, and that's true. She would be in the reflection sometimes when I was in the kitchen. That's true, Suki Sega. Nathan, yeah, I literally just searched on YouTube jacuzzi. You can imagine what showed up. But, okay, I'm going to share this. This is a bit of fun. You'll hear Mrs. Angry's voice in this. If this is the video I think it is. Okay, it's only 2 minutes. I'll turn my microphone off and we'll go. All right, let's switch off the jacuzzi so you can hear me.
enjoying a romantic weekend away. And I know Mistress M normally gives you your sex advice, but guys, if you want to seal the deal when you've got your lady ready, what you want is Wipe On Sex Appeal. I've spared no expense getting this from a vending machine in a pub. It's the highest quality pheromone wipe because you don't want to waste time with the lower quality pheromone wipes. That's for losers. Spend at least $2 in the pub toilet, okay? And the instructions here say, harness the unfair advantage of nature's pheromone source. And there's a warning, so don't say I didn't warn you. It says it can trigger powerful responses. Use with caution. There's a bit more detail about how it works here. The Wipe On Sex Appeal. Pheromones have long been recognized as the main influence on sexuality in the animal kingdom. Some experts believe they play an equally important role in human behavior. Whilst the way people react is an individual factor, the pheromone aroma can be relied upon to achieve unfair social advantages. Well, that is for external use only, which is another useful tip. It says to wipe on neck and wrists. Interestingly, this product has not been tested on animals. I'm kind of wondering what that means. Do they mean they didn't rub it in animals' eyes, or they're promising no one tried to use this animal pheromone to have sex with animals? I don't know. They're not precise enough. But the instructions say wipe it on your neck and wrists. I don't see why I should take any risks. I want the full effect. So we'll just see. Oh, I think I'm ready for action now.
Is it just me, or does it smell of cat pee in here?
Okay, you may be right. I'm going to spend a bit more time washing in here before getting out, and I'll talk to you later, viewers.
Where am I? Where am I? Oh my god. Oh. Did you spill your drink? Oh. Yeah, though, that's a whole Bill Cosby thing. Oh my god, how old was that? Sorry, 13 years ago. July 2010. Jesus Christ. 13 years ago. So, yeah. There's a whole thing because I had short hair and I was coloring my hair and beard. And also, I think I was probably 10 kilos light there as well, just by the by. Oh, such an angry skit. I can think of one more that has Mrs. Angry's voice in it. But she's such a good sport. Like, we stopped somewhere and they literally, it was in this vending machine, this pheromone wipe in a pub. And I just got it and I was going to her, this is so fucked up. I need to do something with that. And she was bang up for doing a video with me. I'm thinking of another one she was in was a April Fool's Day prank. Again, it's just her voice again. Yes, this is it. Also, okay. So this is the front. I don't live in this place anymore. So it doesn't matter on the 1,000,000 to 1 shot. Someone could identify this front door because I don't live in this place anymore. But I do like this video, actually. So you don't know if it's because used to women speaking an accent. She's English. Mrs. Angry is actually English. So most Australians would think Mrs. Angry sounds quite English, but most English people think she sounds quite, including her own family, think she sounds quite Australian. So, but this one, I do genuinely like this video. Oh yeah, lots of people thought I had a thing with Mrs. Shem, which is fine. Emma was awesome. She's a wonderful person. I fucking love her. She moved to Adelaide and got married and has a whole life. Nathan, you find accents interesting. You learn to speak with an Irish accent. Your grandfather was Irish. Oh, yeah. No. If you're around people with accents, you will pick up some of their accent, no doubt. Okay, so I'm going to... Okay, fucking StreamYard is being super fucking... Oh. Okay, that's the video I want. Oh, my God. I may be inebriated. I'm going to play this one because it's only 40 seconds. I really like this.
G'day viewers, you might recognise this place. This is the neighbour I used to prank Mr. Safety when he was in Australia. So she's a good sport and she'll let me post the video after I do this April Fool's prank. Watch this. Quickly, come quickly. There's been a horrible accident. Your husband's been killed. April Fool! God, she's not moving. Crikey!
All the man them, all the NSG massive.
Yeah, I'm a
Sorry, just turning my microphone back on. That tiny little... Ooh! That was Mrs. Angry. She was just playing along with a very stupid video idea of mine. You can't say your sister's name without sounding Irish. That's fun. The joke was I told my neighbor her husband was dead and she fainted and I went, oh, April Fool. Because I'm a goddamn idiot. So yeah, but that was Mrs. Angry doing that for me. Yes, that was the whole thing. It was horrible. And that's why there was a little text thing at the end that said, if you're doing April Fool's things, don't be cruel. Oh, I did so much stuff with Corey. He was like my original YouTube friend. He's awesome. No, should have had a dental prank that would wipe value from company. Yeah, no. Various corporate entities make very bad decisions from time to time. Oh, should I get a good Mr. Safety one, actually? If I go Safety, shows up killing Mr. Safety with AZ. That's a fun, ridiculous thing I did with AZ. Then there was our trip on the Great Ocean Road, making s'mores in a hotel room. Oh God, flying with Mr. Safety. Great Ocean Road with Mr. Safety. Adelaide with Mr. Safety. Interactive telephone game. Road to Hollywood. Oh, I actually made Corey watch Two Girls, One Cup. Now I just kind of feel compelled to share that with you. Let's do this. I literally made Corey watch Two Girls, One Cup. So is that okay? I'm going to turn my microphone off.
Angry, Fawzy.
What is this? What is the big deal about?
Just, well, push play and you'll find out.
That is not, dude. Oh, oh dude. Oh, god damn. Oh, dude. Oh. Oh my god.
Honestly, the best thing is the way he kept looking back. He would look away in horror and then look at it again. That was the fucking best. Oh, you want the Dalek? I also agree. The Dalek. Okay, and I also want to tell you, I'll find that now because I want to do it. The Dalek reaction to Two Girls, One Cup. Scotty, who built the Dalek suit and was inside it, was super. He actually was watching the real Two Girls, One Cup while he did it. So I'm gonna find it. I have a few Dalek videos on my channel. Two Girls, One Cup Dalek reaction. Okay, so I'm gonna share this. This again. This is fucking awesome. Dude built the Dalek suit himself.
Okay. Davros sent me this link to a video called Two Girls, One Cup. He said it is pretty gross, but yeah, I was in the Time Wars. I'm sure I will be fine. Davros said it made him throw up, but yeah, I hope it does not make me throw up. Of course, I do not have a mouth. I should be fine. Okay, let's get this thing going. Okay, we have two chicks getting it on. What? Oh, no. Do not do that, human. Oh, stop. Oh, no. Ew, ew. Ew. Oh, this is why Daleks are the superior beings. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, don't. Humans need to be exterminated. Ew, 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 no. Oh, tell me when it is over. No. Screw you, Davros. Screw you. Oh my God. What the hell did you send me? I will send it to all my friends.
So my favorite thing about that is Scotty was legit watching the real Two Girls, One Cup just to get the timing right. And that was our little in-joke. The Dalek was a fan of Hannah Montana. Nathan, thank you so much for hanging out. Yeah, hungry, it's lunchtime. And yes, the 29th of December is AIDS Day now and forevermore. And actually, I'm glad it's the 29th, not the 30th. But anyway, that's the whole thing. It was legit the first time he'd watched it. We actually saved it. When Scotty said, yeah, we'll do it, he'll get it and watch it for real. So all his reactions were real time, which I fucking love. And yeah, Nug. Poor Doug. Poor Dalek. Poor Dalek. There was another one Scotty did in the Dalek thing. There was this is a pretty obscure one in the Miss Teen USA pageant one year, and this was like 13 years ago. Miss South Carolina did this very weird speech where obviously the pressure of the thing got to her, and when someone asked her a question, she couldn't put a sentence together, and she had a bunch of half remembered stuff in her head, and she just spouted sort of half meaningful sentences. And again, honestly, no judgment against her, because the environment was very high stress and very difficult. And it's not at all surprising that she kind of froze a bit and she was just kind of spouting meaningless things that she half remembered from training. I think it was Miss South Carolina. And so Scotty did another thing of Miss Teen Dalek from South Scaro doing a thing. Let me see if I can get it up. So this is it. This is actually pretty good. But you need to know the context. But anyway, this is the whole thing.
A recent study has shown that 1 in 5 Dalek children cannot find the planet Skaro on the star map. Why is this so?
I personally believe that most Daleks cannot find the planet Skaro on a star map because they do not have maps and cannot afford maps. Maps are good. I believe that the education should help the people on the planet, such as Tatooine and that one from Starship Troopers with the bugs on it, to educate them good. Because the more we help Daleks, I mean bugs and fat huts, to educate, the better our future will be. Also, we cannot find the planet on star maps because Doctor Who blew it up.
And thank you.
Oh God, my microphone was off the whole time then. Yes, Clendathu, the bug planet. Oofed. But yeah, that was just a very short, weird, random thing that we did. I have a few Dalek things over the years. It's just like, oh my God, I've put such silly shit on YouTube over the years. From very long videos to very short videos. And they're all very, very silly. But, you know, that's a whole thing. Videos on my YouTube. Oldest. That's one of my oldest videos. I want a really old... Oh, my God. Been putting stuff on YouTube for 17 years. Sorry, I'm just going to double check the date. The first video I uploaded to YouTube, June 2006. So June next year, my YouTube channel will turn 18. My YouTube channel will be able to drink in pubs in Australia. Dr. Ego, you can't function as an adult. You can name the bug. Yeah, but, you know, priorities, Dr. Abigail. That's all I'm saying. I feel like I want to find a really old but quite short video. 4 minutes, 5 minutes. 39 seconds. Okay. So the first video I uploaded was on June 9th. But I was like addicted to uploading shit on YouTube. This one was uploaded on July 12th. Like I was really into uploading in the early days on YouTube. So this is just a less than 40-second video that I uploaded. Let me put it on here. There we go.
All right, just to show you kids how it's done, Mr. Angry solves the Rubik's Cube in 10 seconds. We wait and go! Almost. Gonna get there! I'm gonna get the... Solve that! I fucking hate Rubik's Cubes.
That was the sort of shit that would just pop into my head and I would go, yeah, I should fucking do that. I should do that. And I just fucking enjoy it. Like, as soon as an idea popped into my head, I would record it and upload it to YouTube. So in the early days, for the first 6 months, I was probably averaging like a video a day, but I wasn't necessarily uploading a video every day. Like some days I would upload 3 videos in a day just because ideas would pop in my head. And it's, yes, champagne comedy. And that's a very Australian reference. Oh, hon, do you think that's the first time you saw that, Ruby? That was like one of the first 10 videos I uploaded. Trying to think of one of the really old videos. Oh, wow, when I first started introducing masks. Oh my God, the Alan Jones ones where I acted out weird audio from Alan Jones. That's fucking weird. Oh, and the first time I really went against the Nazis, in the neck with a swastika, you Nazi goons. And I was very much into doing response videos to viral things. And in my first year, it was Lonely Girl 15. I actually have a bunch of response videos to Lonely Girl videos because they were just so fucking big. I'm just looking at these really old videos. They have very, very strange. I did a lot of very strange things in the early days. So Strictly Sega, sorry, you did one, tried to fix a console, made it worse, threw it about 50 meters. Oh dear. Oh yeah, okay, Lonely Girl. Wasn't that a thing? Because for a while, the Lonely Girl 15 videos seemed to be someone just making videos, it became clear it was scripted. Oh, and I actually have a video called Why the Lonely Girl 15 Hoax is Good for YouTube. God, I'm just looking at these old videos going, hey, Seuss, what the fuck is going on here? This is some wild shit. Oh, and then we go in, I've made 100 videos. And I do a little grab of a couple of seconds from all of my first 100 videos. And that goes for 15 minutes. Jesus. Does anyone want to see me trying and failing to be a stand-up comedian? There's a little bit of me actually doing live stuff at an open mic night, which was a whole fucking thing. That was a very short-lived thing of thinking I'd try stand-up comedy, but I eventually worked out, and by eventually I mean it did not take very long, I worked out you get a much bigger audience on YouTube. All right, Stafford said yes, please, which is very polite. So, okay, I think this is the last thing before I go to bed. This is 8 minutes. Okay. This is me being live. Let's see how this goes.
Angry, 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 Ozzy. 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 Angry, 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 Ozzy. 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 Angry, 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 angry.
People generally call me Mr. Angry. They want to know, why are you so angry? What makes you angry? Bad parenting for a start. Kids, this can work in your favour. Is there something you really want for Christmas? Every night between now and Christmas, wake up screaming, "It's Mr. Angry, he's coming at me in the bedroom, Mommy, Daddy, why did you make me go there?" Worked for me. My childhood traumas have always worked well for me. But one thing that really does make me angry is the idea of communal public toilets. Just whether it's when you're out or worse when you're at work, the idea that you should sit in a cubicle next to someone else sitting in a cubicle, that is the stupidest idea I have ever heard of. And it's way worse at work than if you're out in a venue like this. I mean, if it happens here, if you get stuck next to some horrible, stinky person, well, at least you're never going to see them again. At work, you can pretend that it's not happening, but when you're getting really graphic evidence, just at disturbingly close range, that someone you work with had a bad curry last night, or maybe they just don't get enough fibre in their diet, you can pretend it's not happening, but you do have to face them back out there in the workplace. And if it happens to me, if I'm having a problem and there's someone else in the toilet at the same time, I hate the idea that someone's going to know that about me, and I'm so paranoid. I think they're out telling everyone, "Oh, he stinks so bad." I refuse to leave the toilet until everyone else is gone. I don't want anyone associating my face with the bad smells. That can take a while sometimes if it's peak hour in the toilets and people just keep coming in and out? But I'll wait it out. The only thing that will stop me waiting it out is if someone is making a worse stink than me in the next cubicle. I hold out as long as I can, but no, can't take it, gotta go. And as I go out to wash my hands, I thought, wait, does this guy know the rules? Does he know he can't come out of the cubicle until I'm gone? I don't want any of this embarrassing face-to-face, oh, you smell pretty bad, don't you? So I'm trying to rush, but someone always walks in before I get out. And they just stop and do a double take because this hideous stink has hit them in the face. And they look at you and you know they're thinking, that was you. And even if it was me, the immediate plan of action. Blame the person who's still in the cubicle. Take advantage of the fact the door's shut. He doesn't know what you're doing. Silently, just, oh, it was him. And run. Get out before the guy opens the cubicle door. It's the perfect crime. It's just, the rules with toilets. I thought everybody knew the rules with toilets, even the really obvious one. The no talking rule at the urinal shouldn't have to be stressed. Everyone learned that in primary when I went to school. Actually, some women don't even know what's involved in going to the toilet if you're a man. I'm surprised how many women don't. The urinal experience, you are expected to just stand up there, let it all hang out, while other blokes come up beside you, don't let it all hang out. And we have a nice little social gathering. Call me crazy, but I think going to the toilet's a little bit more personal than that. So I prefer to actually go in the cubicle, even just to take a wee. Some people think that's a little obsessive, but I just think it's a little more private. And someone actually put me on the spot once and said, what's your problem? Why are you going in the cubicle just to take a leak? Why don't you go to the urinal? So what's your problem? Why are you so keen for me to get my penis out in front of you? I don't understand why people have to intrude on a private thing like that. And just the rules that everyone talks about, unspoken rules. Speak the damn rules. Speak the rules and then everyone knows what to do. Like guys washing their hands after taking a leak. A lot of guys aren't sure how strict the rule about washing your hands is. I'll let you know, guys, wash your hands after taking a wee if anybody saw you. I think all the guys need to be honest. The only time any bloke washes his hands after taking a leak, assuming you have a pistol over your hands, is if someone saw you and will tell other people that you don't wash your hands after you take a wee. It's like there's some crazy obsession that all penises are crawling with diseases and infections. Hey, look, I'm not judging. Maybe some out there are, okay? Mine is probably the cleanest part of my body. And it's logical, think about it. In the morning, have a shower, all washed, soap, clean. Mr. Happy goes in his little comfy pouch and he stays there all day. Except on very special days, but usually he stays there all day. My hands, on the other hand, they're touching every filthy surface under the sun. People are worried about what happens to your hand after you touch your dick. I'm way more worried about what happens to my dick after I touch my hand to it. So I think it makes more sense if I wash my hands before taking a leak rather than washing my hands after I take a leak. I actually researched that topic a little and I found that's not a completely original train of thought. Quite a few other people have put forward the idea that you should wash your hands before you take a leak. Seriously, I researched it. You can research it too, kids. You've got a computer and an internet connection, haven't you? Just type in clean penis into Google. You get some really interesting websites if you do that. But that's a story for another day. I'm talking about washing hands. Look, honestly, I'm probably going to write a book on the topic. It's the sort of thing my mother would be very proud of. Oh yes, my son. Here it goes around, scaring children, being angry, and telling people when to handle their penis. But I would be a bit more original than just wash the hands before you touch the penis. Other people are saying that. I want to take it to the next level. I'm going to kick it up a notch. I want to show the confidence I have in the cleanliness of my penis. And in order to prove that, from now on, if there's anything that I want to be really clean, I'm wiping my dick all over it. Thank you.
Oh my god, literal penis, toilet humor. Literal toilet humor. Yep, literal toilet humor. That's just like, I don't know. I don't know, maybe I could have made it as a stand-up comedian. I don't know. But I gave it away pretty early on. I did a couple of open mic nights and then just dipped, basically. Thank you, Strictly Sega. Like, how long ago was that? I'm just looking again when I uploaded that. 2006. I don't think I did an open mic after 2007. And thank you for standing and clapping. That was not a terrible routine, honestly. Watching it back, I was going, that's not a terrible routine. I could have done a bit more work on it. But again, I was definitely put off. There were these people who had a fucking kid, a preteen kid, maybe less than 10 years old, right in front of me. And there were people doing way smuttier jokes than me who were like, God damn. Rain, you would have guessed 2015? Not that far off. It was September 2006. So you, I don't know, you weren't that close. Yeah, no, stand-up fucking sucks. Oh, the thing that potentially wasn't coming across is how dry my mouth was in that thing. That's not just a metaphor talking about when people who are nervous or stressed, their mouth goes dry. When I went in front of that crowd, my mouth just went so dry. And I was just like, I don't know if I can keep talking. Oh, okay. Rain, you actually meant 2015. Okay. Yeah, so you were not far off. Yeah. You like that? Okay, but again, that was actual some real shit, Strictly Sega, about washing your hands before you eat. Because I literally thought about it and was like, if you don't piss on your hands, it's like, my dick's cleaner than my hands, honestly. And yes, that's why comics tend to have water bottles. I swear to fuck. I did open mic stuff, I don't know, probably less than half a dozen times. But every time I did it, it's like, my mouth went so fucking dry and I didn't know if I could say the next line. And I don't think that really came off, because that one in particular, my mouth went really dry. And I don't think it really came across in it. I think I covered really well. But that was the thing. So I had a brief idea of being a stand-up comedian, but then I realized YouTube was the way to go. So that's what I did. And you know what's the way to go now? I think I'm going to go to bed. It's like, what? It's after 11 now. Now we know that tomorrow is AIDSy Day, party night coinciding with AIDSy Day. So I guess I'm just going to have to get super fucked up tomorrow night. Your penis is a warmer, moist environment. There's your bacteria. Also, I was just making jokes, but it was basically like my hand touches every filthy surface under the sun, but my dick is just safely tucked away in my undies, so it's safe, and my hands are gross and filthy. Probably 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, honestly. But I might do a ceremonial eating of the cherry tonight. I didn't get too smashed. I got kind of drunk tonight, but didn't get too smashed. Please, let's not. Okay, no, because I like blowjobs, so I don't want anyone to think blowjobs are gross. Oral sex broadly is awesome. Let's be fair, most dudes put their penis a bunch of filthy things together. Oh, yeah, I would. Absolutely. Okay, tomorrow night I think might be a big AIDSy fest. I might do a bunch of AIDSy videos tomorrow night. That would be fun. Anyway, tomorrow night's AIDSy night. We'll see what happens. My initial thought is play a bunch of AIDSy videos. Yeah, if you keep your penis, vulva, butt region clean before sexual activity, it's all good. Anyway, if you're around tomorrow night, we'll have a big old AIDSy celebration. So I hope you're up for that. But I'm going to go sleepy bobos now. So you all take care, and I'll